What's up, people? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day. Um, so yes, it is true. Robin Matson is returning May 11th as Heather Weber. Why is she coming back? I don't know. I don't want her back. Um, she's just a straight up cartoon, like seriously. But anyway, this episode was pretty decent today. Not a whole lot of action going on, but Nicholas and Hayden continuously try and outmaneuver each other every day. He found the diamonds that she was hiding, and he threatened to call the FBI on her. She threatened to have him locked up if she goes down. So basically, it's a tit for tat game that they're playing with each other. That's pretty much what they're doing. Trying to outmaneuver each other, trying to outwit each other. Um, that's what they're doing, and I think it's fairly stupid. Um, it's just dumb. Like they keep trying to outmaneuver each other, outwit each other. She's trying to get her money. He's telling her, "Well, if you want a divorce, that's fine, but you're not going to get the $5 million." This is where I think Nicholas is a dumbass, and I said this back in January when he married her. Why did you have her sign a prenup that states she gets $5 million? Do you not know how hard it's gonna be to void that prenup? It's an ironclad prenup. You have to have a lot of ammunition against her to get that shit voided in court. If not, she's walking away with 5 million guaranteed. And the contract stipulates no matter what the situation is, she gets the $5 million. So therefore, it doesn't matter what she does. She could cheat on him. She could cheat on him. She could cheat with 5 dudes, 10 dudes, a woman. It don't matter. She will still get the $5 million. That's what the prenup states. He was a dumbass to even draw that up and have it all legalized like that to where there's no wiggle room for him to get out of it. That was so stupid of him. And to think you're supposed to be a smart prince, and yet you got suckered into doing something like that. And she didn't even sucker him into it. He did it on his own. That's what makes him even more dumb. I could see if she manipulated the situation with the prenup, but she didn't. He did that all on his own. And now he's trying to get her to sign a document to forego her rights to the $5 million, knowing she's not going to sign it. And he thought threatening her with the FBI was a smart move. Hello, dumbass. She has information on you too, stupid. So if she goes down, you go down. And the funny thing about it is, if Hayden goes to prison, she's going to get out a lot quicker than Nicholas will. Nicholas is going down on attempted murder charges and a host of other charges. So therefore, you're going to be looking at a lot of years compared to what she's looking at. So it would be in your best interest, Nicholas, to shut the fuck up and just give her the money, do whatever. He acts like $5 million is gonna break him. Like, just give her the $5 million. I'm pretty sure Nicholas is still wealthy enough that he can afford to give her $5 million. It's not gonna kill him. Think about it. The maintenance alone on Windermere could bankrupt a person. That's a big ass castle that you have to dust. You have to pay the servants. Hello. So what's $5 million? Just give her the money and get her going. I think Nicholas really don't want this divorce. A part of me thinks he really don't. He keeps telling her, "Oh, I want you out." I mean, come on, dude. When she said she still has rights as your wife, you were willing to have sex with her, and that's not even what she was talking about. Now he tells her, "Oh, he's not in love with her. He doesn't love her anymore." He's lying, and by the look on Hayden's face, I think she can sense he's lying too. He's lying. He's just mad because he felt he got played yet again by another woman. That's what he's mad about. Uh, so then now he's trying to put her on an allowance. Not a bad idea. I mean, hell, how much money could one person need? So they decided for the time being to cease fire. I like Hayden because Hayden is a fighter. And that's what I love about her character. She's not a weak ass punk who's just gonna sit there and let somebody control her. She's gonna fight you back. And I love that about her. Like, I love it because she's a fucking fighter. in a way. She's like a young, Catherine Chancellor, a young Helena Cassadine with less venom. But, she's a Hellcat, and I love that about a character. They just don't back down. Anyway, Julian's conversation with Nina was rather somewhat intriguing, even though Nina's a nosy heifer. Like, why does she care who he was on the phone with? Like, what? That has nothing to do with you. Like, what do you care who he's on the phone talking to? Jason and Sam still think Franco's the one stalking them, and Franco told them that he's not stalking them. He has no reason to stalk them. He showed them, I guess they saw the picture that he drew of Nina, and they thought that, what Nina thought when Franco showed it to her, that it's a art threat. That's the way Nina felt when she saw it. She thought it was an art threat. That picture that he drew of her. Nina, when he showed it to her when he stopped by Crimson, she thought that it was some type of threat. The way that it was drew, it was like some dark, sadistic shit. It does look that way, but Franco reassured her that he would never harm her in any way. He doesn't even want to harm her. But I think, it's just a symbol of how he views their relationship right now. He's angry, he feels rejected, and Nina told him it's as simple as this. Shit didn't work out in the relationship. She goes her way, you go your way. That's how she feels about that. She doesn't hate him. She's not angry at him. Shit just didn't work. It is what it is. Shit like that happens. What are you gonna do? Um, so Franco's still toying with the idea of going back to being asshole Franco, the killer, the stalker. If that's what he want to do, I say the hell with it. Stop threatening to do it and just do it. It's like, just hurry up so that way the writers could write you into a box and they could just kill you off. It's the way I see it. Um, I love the conversation between Anna and Dr. Monroe Griffin. I always have to be so formal with him and Finn. I call him Dr. Finn, Dr. Griffin, Monroe, whatever. I just never call him by their first name for some reason. I'm just too formal with them. I don't know. Maybe it's because they doctors. I don't know. I'm just always so formal. I noticed that I do that a lot. Like, I would call him Dr. Monroe and Dr. Finn, whatever. I don't know. I got to start calling him by their first name. So anyway, I love the conversation between Anna and Griffin. There you go. I loved it. Her going down memory lane, talking about the first time she met Duke, the dance that they did. It was a good conversation. And, Griffin got to know more about his father. So anyway, back at the hospital, and Alexis shows up with the witness because she found him, and Nathan or whatever came to the rescue, whatever, in the parking garage. They got to the hospital. He's questioning her. She's being kind of vague about some shit, acting like she ain't know the guy. And then she finally reveals he's a witness in the case that she's working on, but Nathan wants to know what case. So she texts Julian to meet her at the hospital. So Nathan and the rest of them get the word that the guy died. And Nathan wants to do like a autopsy on the guy to figure out, look for evidence to see if he inflicted that needle in his arm himself, or did he have help doing it. And as soon as he said all of that, Julian was the first and only one to pop up and get all defensive. And in Nathan's mind, I mean, as far as Nathan knows, Julian doesn't even know this guy, so it would be suspicious of why are you popping up objecting to Nathan doing any type of evidence to see if the guy did it himself or if it was inflicted on him by somebody else. Why would you jump up for a person you don't even know? Why would you care? And as soon as he did that stuff, that just screams you did it. You had something to do with it. Why are you so defensive? Because it's like I said, as far as Nathan knows, Julian doesn't know this guy from a can of paint. So then that's when Sam and Jason show up or whatever, and Alexis is kind of telling the story. But even when Julian was like, oh, he's some type of junkie, just a random junkie. And Alexis, as soon as he said all that, Alexis just looked at him, and I think she has a suspicion that Julian has something to do with this. I don't think she knows it for fact, but I think she has a suspicion, just the way she was looking at him. You can't tell me she's not suspicious. She has to be. Alexis is not a dumb person. She can be, but she's not a dumb person. Not on a regular basis. She's not. She's a very intelligent person. Um, and that's when Anna and Griffin showed up to the hospital. Griffin had to change the shirt because he spilled coffee on it, and he kept looking at that bullet wound. And that's when Nathan came in there or whatever. I think Nathan did have something to do with it. He probably just don't recognize Griffin because it was probably a long time ago, so he just don't recognize him. But I think they definitely have a past. I'm curious to find out what that past is like and who the fuck Claudette is. But anyway, so when Alexis mentioned how the witness in the Carlos case is dead, that's when Anna just went the fuck off. She kept telling Julian to shut up, shut up. She wouldn't let him talk. And I see Julian shut his ass up because he know Anna don't play that shit. She'll beat the shit out of him. Julian think he's somebody. Anna will fuck him up. She'll put some knuckle knocks on his ass. I'm telling you, Anna don't play no games. Better put some respect on her name. I'm just saying. So so anyway, Anna just went the fuck off. Like, and then she went off on Alexis because she felt like Alexis actually put the needle in the guy's arm to protect Julian. I said, "Whoa, Anna, whoa, 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 whoa! You jumping to the biggest conclusion." Alexis is not down. I mean, Alexis will do anything to protect her client, her husband, whatever. But I doubt she would murder somebody for his ass. I think she draws the line at murder. Um, but she just went the fuck off. I was like, yo, Anna was not having. She was not having none of it. In a way, I can't blame her because people got to understand. Anna and Julian and Duke go way back to the 80s. They had history that spanned 3 decades. So it's like it spans 3 decades, 30 years of animosity between her and Jerome. So it's like you have to understand why she would want vengeance finally after 3 decades. Like just like she wanted vengeance against Faison. Like these are all people she had to deal with for years. And she finally wants to shut shit down. And I don't blame her once and for all. Like I don't blame Anna at all, but I think she needs to tone it down a little bit when it comes to, accusing Alexis of murder. Like that's a tall accusation, especially against, you know, Alexis. Like, come on, everybody in that town know Alexis, and they know for the most part she's kind of straightforward and by the book. So to accuse her of murdering somebody, it's like, that's way out of left field. I wouldn't put it past anybody to murder anybody, but still, just to murder a witness to protect Julian, I doubt it. But anyway, this was a pretty decent episode, not too bad. I'm mad though, cause tomorrow the bitch Elizabeth is back. There goes my fun. Um, anyway, I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a great day. See you all tomorrow.